Folks, thanks for coming on the line with us today. This is John Dubas with the Brokerage Incorporated out of Lewisville, Texas, and we'll be spending the next half hour or so discussing why we feel our marketing organization could prove to be a good partner for you in providing products to your portfolio of offerings that you have currently, and how some of our training and support programs can be of value to you. We'll go through a bit of a PowerPoint presentation to begin with, and then go live on our website to demonstrate some of this live, if you so to speak. The brokerage is actually an organization that has been around since 1976. We're based in Lewisville, Texas. For those of you unfamiliar with the geography of Texas, that's a suburb just north of Dallas. We market insurance services through independent agents only. We contract at the highest possible commission levels, offering recruiting contracts for those who qualify and are interested. We're a member of a number of national insurance organizations, including the Marketing Alliance and the BHINI, the Brokers Health Insurance Network, that work in conjunction with other organizations like ours to obtain the highest possible contract available, so there is additional dollars available for the agents and agencies with whom we contract. We offer a full product portfolio for Medicare, and we're known as a bit of a Medicare shop. Many of the folks that work here came to the brokerage from carriers. Myself, I have a background from Pacific Care and United Healthcare, and we contract with a number of organizations on the Medicare Advantage and prescription drug side, and on the traditional Medicare supplement program. Some of these contracts will cross over from one area to another. For example, United Healthcare's contract is a singular contract for their Medicare portfolio, which includes the Medicare Advantage, prescription drug plans, and the AARP Medicare Supplement Program. If you look at the Aetna Coventry products, it is a separate contract for the Medicare Advantage and prescription drug plans, and the supplements are contracted separately. So you see some differences in the programs according to how the carrier will offer a contract. Some are independent of each other within the same category, so to speak. Some are not. Some of the other carriers that we contract with, for those of you in Texas, you may be familiar with Baylor, Scott & White. They're in a big portion of the state of Texas, not available anywhere else. Our contract with Blue Cross Blue Shield is with HCSC, which translated means, well, Blue Cross Blue Shield doesn't have a national contract. So it applies to certain markets or certain territories. It's not an Anthem contract. It's not Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arkansas. This is Blue Cross Blue Shield, which applies to Texas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, Illinois, and Montana. Why those 5 states? A good question. Doesn't seem to be geographically linked, but those are the states that are available under that contract. Care & Care is a localized program for North Texas and for the state of North Carolina. They offer in those 2 distinct markets. Cigna HealthSpring technically should be off of this presentation to a degree. Cigna HealthSpring has been sanctioned by CMS, and we're not allowed to market their Medicare Advantage products, but Cigna still offers a Medicare supplement program that is very competitive in many areas, is challenging AARP for some relaxed underwriting programs. So yes, it's on. No, it's not. Additionally, the Humana contract does offer things through a singular process for Medicare Advantage, prescription drugs, and Medicare supplement programs. You can also layer into that same contract their ACA programs and ancillary benefits. So it can be in the same contract. You have to designate which pieces there are that you're looking to pursue. Memorial Hermann is another Medicare Advantage plan offered in 2 counties in the state of Texas. That is down in Harris County and Montgomery County in the Houston area. The Medicare Supplement portfolio, we actually do a full-blown presentation as to a Medicare Supplement quote engine, which gives you a good idea as to what programs might be most competitive in your area and different reasonings for taking them. You have a full portfolio of products that are available to you. We recommend an array of carriers for underwriting purposes and to remain competitive. Sometimes it does pay you, depending upon the marketing support with the carrier, to concentrate business with a singular carrier to help with some of the marketing of those programs. However, if I were in individual production, I would have contracts with multiple carriers. We offer, in addition to the Medicare portfolio, since I'm the Medicare guy here, and tasked with the Medicare department here at the brokerage, we do offer also a full portfolio of products for in the rest of the insurance world. It's probably easier to say what we don't contract for as opposed to what we do. We do not offer contracts for property and casualty at present. We're not a property and casualty agency. We don't offer pet contracts, and anything with a securities license is not something we offer as well. So the full line of life insurance and annuity products, different subset of that, of course, with final expense programs, including a unique marketing program through Legacy Safeguard. The programs for long-term care, disability income, the different individual major medical programs with the ACA compliant programs, also factoring in international major medical and short-term, and then group accident and ancillary benefits. And the ancillary benefits fit hand in hand with all areas of major medical for both the ACA programs and for those applicable in the Medicare world as well. These contracts that we offer are vested. So you own your business, you are the agent of record or the agency of record, and as I mentioned before, we do offer recruiting level contracts for many of the carriers. We do also offer complimentary errors and omissions coverage. It says to qualified agents. What's that mean? Well, it's coverage on contracts that you have through our organization. So you got to be appointed with the carrier through the brokerage to qualify for the coverage. That coverage information is sent to the carrier on your behalf, and it's available without expense to you. The magical word we cannot say in the Medicare world in many circumstances, it's free. We add you to our group policy and a blanket coverage with that for the products that you have through our organization. We do also offer a series of electronic support systems, including access to multiple quote engines for Medicare and other products, including life, health, final expense, long-term care, a number of different programs. We also have a particular training or webinar that it goes through and explains the Medicare supplement quote engine, gives some highlights as to how you can use that. Follow-up will be attached with this presentation as well. And then, of course, we look to support not only filling your portfolio with products to offer, but supplying means to get you in front of people to offer those programs to qualified individuals interested in working with you and the portfolio you offer. So a full menu of lead programs, including contact lists that are available through a contract with one of our carriers through USA Data, Axiom. They have 2 or 3 different names where you can purchase a list based on the parameters that you designate. Generally runs between 4.5 to 5.5 cents a name. If it is used as a call list, you have an option to purchase only numbers that are butted up against the do not call list, so it's a compliant list for you to use. And information is addressed in some of the other webinars and available on our website that we'll talk about in just a little bit. We do also offer a variety of community-based programs that help put you into a specific market and marketing face-to-face with prospects who are generated either by the activity or through the site that you are utilizing in that particular market. The retail marketing program that is addressed here is multifaceted. We have agreements with a number of retailers and carriers that offer retail programs at different points in time in the year, and also look to help you create your own DIY system of retail as well. We contract with and market with a carrier-supported programs through United Healthcare and through Aetna. We also work with the direct health managed program through Walmart and through the HEB stores here in the state of Texas, which is direct through us here at the brokerage. It varies the availability of these programs by the option you select and by locations. Obviously, the Walmart program is a portfolio through Walmart's, a portfolio of programs. There are certain requirements to participate in that program with offering multiple carriers. The Aetna program is through the open enrollment period, the AEP for Medicare products, and at this time it had been and is, as far as we know, for the fall as well, for Medicare products only. The United Healthcare program is a program, once again, for the United Healthcare portfolio of products. In this past year, that included the Medicare products portfolio that they have and their ACA programs, with some recent changes in compensation for programs offered by United Healthcare in the ACA world. Well, you're probably aware of then that retail program is probably going to be just for Medicare moving forward, with some of the challenges that are happening with that carrier and the ACA compliant programs. The HEB program is a portfolio approach as well through our organization with HEB stores in Texas. The vast majority of them are in Central and South Texas, and that is actually the one program outside of a DIY where you start your own program with a particular local carrier. That is the one that is currently available. So if you are in the state of Texas and you are in an area where there is an HEB, there's a possibility that store may be available for you to market through March 1st through the month of July. We do regular webinars on that as well. Additional information will come as part of the follow-up to today's presentation as well. We also work with faith-based organizations to give and lend an avenue of seminar selling. During AEP, many of the Medicare Advantage carriers will reach out to agents and say, hey, do webinar or do seminars for us, represent our product, and we'll give you some different pieces of marketing support for you. What they don't always do is help drive an audience to you. So we've looked into different portions of the community and realized that there are certain circumstances where people will not respond to any other type of external marketing, such as direct mail, newspaper, television advertisements, things of that nature, but they will respond if they are offered an opportunity where they live or where they worship. So working through faith-based communities is a great way to draw an audience to yourself, and we have a number of informational topics of interest, the presentations for those topics available to you, and we help set up a system for you to pursue that business and follow up with it. This is also a specified training and webinar series that we do, and I invite you that if you are interested in group presentations, that we pursue this as a component of your marketing program moving forward. We also are very active in marketing with providers. These include doctors and other providers that are part of a network of providers through Medicare Advantage programs. There's also programs available for pharmacists and for dentists, and there is also a program that you work for accessing people who deliver the care through other organizations such as durable medical equipment companies, home health agencies, any organization that delivers the care, a system to pursue that as a lead source. We also make available sometimes during the year, more at one time of the year or another, leads that are available through different carriers. Because of the relationship we have with certain carriers, they may have leads that are generated by that company that are pushed forward to contracted agents, and we work to facilitate that process as well. We see that most commonly with some of the Medicare Advantage programs, but that is something that is if of interest to you, we would pursue in multiple avenues as well. Direct mail programs. There are some who will say direct mail is dead, and those are generally people who have had a bad experience with it or aren't using it. We find that its effectiveness may vary during different times of the year, but it is a proven means of generating prospects and is something that we have pursued to a customization level where we have an arrangement with a mail house and, well, 3 mail houses, featuring one that actually pursues people in different areas where you have mailer packages available at a discount for Medicare supplement plans, Medicare Advantage plans, final expense programs, dental vision hearing programs, different pieces of life insurance, pursuing different avenues of the insurance world to place you in front of people specifically for them. We have additional information on that program as well. Though there are also additional direct mail programs available from carriers, and these include production-based programs from Standard Life Insurance, Standard Life and Accident, through Mutual of Omaha, Washington National, Legacy Safeguard, different programs that as you do business with that carrier and produce for that carrier, they provide marketing support to you as well. There's a variant of that through the AARP Medicare Supplement Program and their Authorized to Offer program. It is more of a marketing support piece that doesn't include direct mail, though, so that's why we don't include it in this particular package. But specifically for Standard Life, for $5,000 of underwritten business, they provide a 1,000-piece mailer or calling list. Mutual of Omaha provides marketing credits that you can use for mailers, calling list, or other marketing pieces as well. So some different ways of using carriers to help support prospecting as well. We also offer a specific program for folks who want to market Medicare supplements through us. With contracts with these key carriers, we establish a mail program for you specifically for Medicare supplement plans. So if you have your contracts with us for these carriers, we'll set up a subscription with the mail house to pursue Medicare supplement prospects for you, specifically through United Healthcare, Cigna, Medico, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, Continental Life, the Mutual of Omaha affiliates, which vary from state to state in their offerings, Standard Life, and Transamerica. We also make leads available or prospects available through different internet-generated lead programs. A lot of our emphasis with that right now is on final expense. We have done this in different niche markets. It's important to note, like any lead program, we have to go into it with the right expectation and realize that a hand raiser may be a house that's on fire looking for coverage, but there are different things that we can use that for as a door opener. We've worked closely with Health Plan One in the past for internet programs, but there are a number of pieces that are available with different carriers. As a licensed insurance agent, I'm sure you get a lot of solicitations for lead programs through internet providers as well. We're very careful about doing that with some of the Medicare pieces because of for compliance reasons. We talked a little bit about the different mailings that are available through a mail house. This is a program that helps fund that for you. A 1,000-piece mailer through America's Recommended Mailers, ARM, is a hit to your pocketbook of $450. They have a system that goes out. The responses are led into a CRM for you where you can access that information. What we do is when you work with us and you produce any of 8 applications within a 30-day period in any of these 8 categories, you can select a mailer off the approved catalog and we fund it for you. So that $450 cost goes away. The mailers go directly, the responses are directed back to you. You receive an email from the mail house. You go to a website and pull down the response. It's in your account. So a great way for you to get in front of people using a brokerage bucks program to help fund that mailing for you. That is also a thing that we will do on a match basis should you choose to pursue mailings out of your own marketing budget. If you subscribe with this mail house for a minimum of 4 months, give them your credit card or a bank account information and agree to a minimum of 4 mailings, we'll match that first mailing. So the 4,000 piece mailing is a 5,000 piece mailing. And a special this month is the fact that if you order this month, instead of a 1,000 piece mailer, it is a 1,200 piece mailer that goes out. So a 20% bonus on that mailing purchase. There are other things that we do in helping to relay information to you and coordination of grassroots marketing efforts through the different pieces that we've talked about already, and making you aware of changes in regulations and different trainings and symposiums that come available. For those of you who are not yet grandfathered or are in a state where certain additional continuing education is required for a specific component, we do offer discounted continuing education credit online at statece.com/TBI, and many of our live events we have across the country are staged with complimentary CE as well. Some of the presentations I mentioned that are available for community use, be it through a senior center, a church, or wherever you hold, have an opportunity to hold a face-to-face seminar, include different pieces of information on different Medicare topics, explaining the basics, either through a CMS PowerPoint on Medicare 101 or Introduction to Medicare. We also make the programs available through our contract with United Healthcare and their Medicare Made Clear series. Really neat series that gives you all sorts of, what am I trying to say here? Extra material available to give to your folks as handouts, full color printed pieces available without cost. Different programs are also available to explain the different components of Medicare and the coverages, including Medicare Advantage, Medicare supplement programs, Medicare Part D. We have a special presentation that helps explain low-income subsidy and Medicare savings plans, the financial assistance programs for drug and Medicare medical costs. We have a really cool presentation for Legacy Safeguard that walks a person through the need for pre-planning for final expense and a sales process that comes as part of that. Different information available for life insurance, charitable bequests. We use that as part of our rotation along with the Legacy Safeguard piece in the different faith-based organizations. It's of great appeal to them. And then, of course, additional information available for the folks marketing the Affordable Care Act programs. We like to be certain that we make available to you different pieces of information. Some folks appreciate the volume of information we push to them, some not so much. We try to walk that fine line of making certain we provide you information you need without being a burden. Sometimes that's a fine line to walk, but we want to make certain that we remain a source of information for you, either through electronic means or through the different seminars and counseling that we do one-on-one as well. There's a lot of things that are going on in our world right now in the insurance arena, and all sorts of things going on in the marketplace has caused a ton of questions for individuals. Healthcare reform and the Affordable Care Act seems to generate as many questions as answers, it seems sometimes. Our organization, I think, is at the forefront of delivering information in those areas. Our president, Mike Smith, is very active with ongoing seminars and webinars that provide that information to you as well. We do the same thing here on the Medicare side as to make certain that we provide that information to you with the ever-changing legislation brought about by the Medicare Improvement for Patient and Providers Act, the recent legislation in 2015 that affects Medicare supplements in 2020, different pieces of information that we make available to you, because whatever can be said or done by the internet, social media, whatever else it is available for a person to access information, a ton of people still want a face-to-face explanation of programs and an explanation of information that is provided to them through different sources, and we believe that best source of truth is you, the independent qualified insurance agent. So what we hope to accomplish is to earn an opportunity to work with you, because we want your business. We'd like your contracts, and what we'd like to do is make certain that we can come up to an agreement on how we fit into your overall marketing program and how we can make certain that you fulfill all the background requirements in order to do so, whatever the niche market is in the insurance world. If you're offering long-term care, have you done the necessary prerequisites of training for that and certifications? The same thing for life insurance programs, making certain your fraud, waste, and abuse is up to date and you have satisfied all the requirements those carriers have. And then in the Medicare world, well, hey, we like to regulate you to death, it seems like sometimes. So do we have your contracting and certification and training in place to be effective in that arena? One of the things that you can use to access information on an ongoing basis excuse me, is our website at www.thebrokerageinc.com. I don't know why I'm stuck on the W's. It is a repository of information available to the public and specific to agents, because what you see on the screen right now is our website live, and it provides you with information about us, the individuals that are part of our organization, specifics about them and their responsibilities, gives you an opportunity to learn a little bit more about them and put a name to a face. It gives you also an opportunity to go through and check out some of the resources we dedicate to get you the information we feel is necessary to make you as effective as possible. It also gives you an opportunity to go through the full portfolio of products that we offer. As I mentioned earlier in the presentation, it's a wide gambit of offerings for both individuals and groups, accessing contracts we have in place directly with carriers and through our associations to bring you a broad bandwidth of product and commissions at the highest possible level on a vested basis, as mentioned before. We also make contracting very easy for you. Some of the carriers will require you to contract directly online with them. A lot of them have gone away from a paper contract process. Many have not. But this process through SuranceBay allows you to create an agent profile, supply the information that's normally asked on each and every contract that you have to fill out. It creates that profile, and then you can select the carriers with whom you wish to contract. It'll autofill them. It'll tell you what additional information may be needed because you missed something, but it's going to fill in the different areas, including scanned signatures, to make certain what is available in your area and make certain that contract is filled out as completely as possible as well, and minimize the old carpal tunnel syndrome of, boy, here's a 72-page contract. I got to walk through this to make certain that I don't miss a signature page and fill them out repeatedly. And boy, it's the same information that was asked on a similar carrier. So how do I eliminate some of that repetition? This repository of your information allows you to do so simply and through an electronic process, so it's nice and clean and we don't get graded on our penmanship. This is the quote engine section, which is behind the wall, so to speak. In Wizard of Oz speak, it's the behind the curtain type of situation where you register for the website and it allows you to log in and access additional information not available to the general public. We do that for a couple of different reasons. One, the quote engines in many cases supply applications. We don't want that available to the general public because we look to have that information go through you so you are properly compensated for your efforts. And it's also an area where we can supply information that's not available to the public. A good example of that is the rollout of benefits for the next year on Medicare Advantage programs. Many of pieces of that information come available in July. The general public is not allowed access to that information by CMS guidelines until October 1st. We feel it's very important you have that information available from the carriers as quickly as possible so you can work your marketing programs, and that gives us a repository to place that information where you as an agent approved to access it can do it, but the general public cannot. Additionally, our calendar lays out a number of trainings and other opportunities that are available to you on an ongoing basis, either through programs that we are sponsoring ourselves or many of them through the carriers with whom we contract as well. I don't think there's any single organization that can be an expert on every plan in every area. You'd like to be as familiar as you can with some of them, but you need to make certain that you have access to those resources in a particular market with the company that the contract exists with. So we want to make certain that we have that available to you as well. And then here in the tools section, you have a number of resources that are available to you in different topics. You work in the ACA world, different pieces that are available there, including certifications. The same thing in the Medicare world, different pieces that go through and address our lead programs, access to different publications and guides and other industry resources, specific product training pieces, our video gallery and webinar gallery. These are pieces that are available to you where you can access information 24/7 with our specific slant, additional information on the different programs. The Brokerage Bucks piece here is once again referencing back to the lead program where we help fund the mailing pieces that you have in play. These are also different events that we stage that have been recorded and made available to you post-event. Another piece that is on there, I think that's very useful to you too, is while it's very helpful to have live trainings, face-to-face trainings, webinars such as this, there are some times where they're just scheduled and hey, they just don't fit my schedule. So different pieces that are available to you that lay out different topics that are recorded and made available to you whenever fits your schedule. So some different pieces that we try to make available to you on an ongoing basis that you can access repeatedly should you choose to do so, because hey man, I'll listen to it more than once, maybe I'll catch something different, but also gives you then the opportunity to go through and access information on programs that may not be scheduled for that particular month. There is also an opportunity then for you to reach out to us in a number of different fashions. You can do some different pieces on just a straight contact through the website. Gives you an opportunity to reach out to us that way. Obviously, the toll-free number takes you into our offices. It's answered live between the hours of 8:30 and 5. Those are our normal office hours. Many of us are here before that and after that as well. Try to pick up as many calls live after or before hours as well. And then, of course, we always welcome people to come visit us. We're right in the western region of Old Town Louisville, which is off of Main Street and 35, just north of Dallas. We have brick and mortar office in San Antonio as well. I just like saying San Antonio. And we have people in Houston and the Tampa area in offices out of their homes as well, employed individuals. So some different places and resources that are available to you to reach out to us. We do attempt to reach out to agents on an ongoing basis as frequently as possible without becoming an annoyance. Once again, kind of a tough balance. Sometimes we want to make certain that you have information even if you don't need it, rather than you need information and don't have it. We want to make certain that we're accommodating every opportunity we have for both of us to maximize the value of our relationship. So that said, what you've gotten here in a little over a half an hour is an overview of our organization, who we are, the products we offer, a system to become engaged with our organization and to engage us with you. It also gives you an opportunity to see some of the support programs that are in place for you electronically through different trainings and different tools that are available for you through marketing and lead sources. To take this and condense it down into brass tacks, a little hearty stew for you to digest and consider, we're a family-owned business in a suburb of Dallas looking for folks to partner with us for our mutual benefit. We offer an array of products and would like the opportunity to market them with you. With that, I invite you to reach out to us. We're going to reach out to the folks who have RSVP'd to today's meeting and are visiting with us electronically through this presentation. Follow-up pieces, including a link to the recording of today's event. I'm as live as I can possibly be on Thursday afternoon, the 18th of February at 1:38. There are people who may not have been able to visit us when they thought they would through this time period. We want to make certain that that presentation we've just done is available to you, along with access to other opportunities we may have presently and down the road. That said, you've invested about 40 minutes of your time with me here today. I want to thank you for that investment. I want you to realize we're appreciative of you and your interest in our organization. We are most definitely interested in you and would like the opportunity to further discuss the possibilities and opportunities we have moving forward. Watch for the follow-up that will come to you shortly today, and we look forward to speaking with you in the near future. That said, thank you very much for your time and happy selling.